Internal considerations affecting price and pricing strategies.
In marketing,
the selection of a price for a product and service depends upon both internal factors and external factors. Internal factors relate to factors inside the organization itself. Hence, while fixing the prices of a product or service, the firm should consider the important elements of the marketing mix, because a shift in any one of the elements has an immediate effect on the pricing decision. Focusing on the effects of the microenvironment on marketing can help your business make a wise decision on pricing and the well-planned strategies that a business can use to set prices for their products and services.
There are 6 microenvironment considerations affecting price and pricing strategies in marketing. Employees of a company or business itself will affect the price and pricing strategies of the end product or services. The price of the end product and pricing strategies are determined by the qualification, working experience, professional grade level, task complexity, and level of service. When a company hired high qualification, more working experience, and high professional grade employees, the wages that have to be paid to them are much higher than the one who does not meet those criteria. The employees who have to deal with task complexity in their job scope have also been paid higher wages. As an example, a customer who chose to have a high level of service needs to spend more money, since the employees need to complete and provide more service to them. The price and pricing of the finished products or services are also influenced by the supplier's cost. The provider's fee is decided by its reputation, level of experience, service types, complexity, and connection. Any service with a solid reputation and a lot of experience would be significantly more costly. The cost of a supplier varies based on the type of service provided, such as supply with transportation, which would cost for the transportation itself. The complexity of the raw materials that must be delivered would also be expensive. In addition, if the supplier-retailer relationship has been in existence for a long time, the price paid for the items may be slightly lower than typical. Customers have a large effect on the price and pricing of the final product or service. The price and pricing will be determined by the consumer category, the types of demands and demand, the purchase amount, the types of products and services, and the connection. Customers are classified into 3 categories based on their income levels: low, moderate, and high. Customers with the highest degree of income pay a larger premium for the product or service, but it is of higher quality and repute.
When it comes to market structure, a monopoly occurs when a single business provides things for which there is no close equivalent. Once a monopoly is formed, a lack of competition can lead to the seller charging high prices, since monopolies are price makers. These prices are subject to change at any moment. A monopoly also decreases the number of options open to purchasers. When there is no alternative substitute available, the monopoly becomes a pure monopoly.
If the firm's vision and mission are to create profits, the corporation will charge a premium price to produce and expand income for the organization. When a company's resources, capital, and budget are limited, it cannot place a premium on product pricing. The single proprietorship has complete control over the price of its products and services. Pricing sensitivity affects the company's reputation, since the price set cannot go higher than society's belief. This may have an impact on the connection between a firm and its customers.
What are the marketing mix? The marketing mix refers to the set of actions, or tactics, that a company uses to promote its brand or product in the market. It concludes with price, products, promotion, and place. Because certain products have several uses, the marketer will devise a price plan that is more expensive. The size of a product, which is generally huge, will affect the price rise, as will the brand products, which must employ a good brand to contribute to the success of a product or service in the market. A good brand offers several advantages and high quality. The amount of the product also plays a role, since it has the potential to alter the product's image in the eyes of customers. However, a product's reputation is also affected by the company's reputation. Companies must set a price that covers the costs of manufacturing as well as packaging to protect the goods. Material and ingredients are critical in order to protect the health of the customer. Ultimately, risk and customer safety are important aspects of the corporate development process. If the service given is difficult to provide, the service is complex. Some businesses classify any sort of service as work performed by an individual or group, involving energy, expertise, and experience. If the quality of service supplied is good, the user will appreciate the manner the service is delivered, and the number of services produced cannot be quantified. Pricing strategy is mostly dependent on customer impression of the value of services. And if the person delivering the services is truthful and accountable, the image of the services will increase. The cost of providing services might be regarded to be high because of the expense of paying salary to the individual delivering the service. A service should support as a set of processes aimed to assure the operational efficiency of service. Risk and safety are critical components of consumer service. A pricing strategy is a model or approach for determining the most competitive price for a product or service. It assists you in determining the price that optimizes profits and shareholder value while taking consumer and market demand into account. In marketing, there are several price techniques that may be applied. Among them are cost-plus pricing, which simply calculates expenses and adds a markup; value-based pricing, which sets a price based on how much the buyer feels what you're selling is worth; price skimming, which sets a high price and then lowers it as the market changes, and many others. The price of a product or service is also affected by promotion. The method of promotion is the manner in which you promote. When we employ humans to market, the costs are usually lower than when we use television, magazines, and newspapers. In terms of frequency, the more frequently we promoted, the higher the cost, and the less frequently we advertised on our campaign, the lower the cost. If we use social media such as Facebook and Instagram for personal selling, most of them are free and the charges are not as high as if we use printed mass media or digital material, which all require a large price. There are two components to distribution that we must consider. The first is distribution, and the second is placing. We can observe how these two factors influence the ultimate pricing of the product. To begin, distance falls under distribution. The greater the distance, the more costs will be imposed on delivery. The second factor is time and speed. If the consumer requires quick and high speed, they must utilize a specific mode of transportation. However, if the customer is unconcerned about time and speed, the delivery and distribution will use standard services. Third, we must consider the mode of delivery. If we ship our goods by plane, the costs will be too expensive. The price will be relatively minimal if we transport our merchandise by motorbikes, Grab, and Paslaju. In terms of security level, if our product is high-risk, fragile and needs more extra security, the price charged will be higher. In terms of procedure handling and complexity, if it is particularly difficult to handle items such as vegetables that require special containers 24 feet or 30 feet that must also be chilled to ensure they remain fresh, an additional expense will be incurred. There are three sorts of distribution strategies: intense distribution, exclusive distribution, and selective distribution. When we use intense distribution, the price is fairly low. When we use selective distribution, the price is somewhat higher. And finally, when we use exclusive distribution, the price is unquestionably extremely high. In terms of place, the location where we put our product also affects the final price. Next is position, where we position the product. Are we positioned at the main entrance? Are we positioned where the customer can reach easily? Then the price of the product will be expensive. In terms of cost, how much do we pay for the rental, as well as the types of placement in glass? Or should we just place on the shelf or put it on the floor? This will have an impact on the ultimate cost, as will risk and safety. If the location has a high rate of theft, risk and safety will be quite high due to the necessity to install CCTV to secure the goods, which will raise the extra cost. In terms of relationships, it includes between us and customers, suppliers, and people involved with our business. Firstly is loyalty status. If the customer wants to buy our product and always purchase our product, it is called membership. Customers will remain loyal to us as a result of their affection for our goods. The second factor is contentment. Customers appreciate and are always happy with us, and they usually don't mind paying and are prepared to pay a premium price. They understand the value of quality and how to appreciate it. In terms of recommendation, let's say we buy a car from a dealer, our buddy wants to buy it as well, and our friend mentions our name. They will receive a discount and save even more money.